Greetings from the city of Jersey City, state of New Jersey. I am Pastor Michael Serrano Abesamis, the resident pastor of the Yemelip Church, New Jersey. To those who don't know us, the Yemelip congregation in New Jersey is the only Yemelip church in the East Coast of the United States. The nearest Yemelip church or churches to us are those located in the province of Ontario, Canada, which is 10 hours by car or 1 hour and 15 minutes by plane. The other Yemelip churches in the United States are located in Los Angeles and San Diego, California, which is 6 hours by plane. Today, I was tasked to give the message, and the message scripture can be found in John chapter 12, verses 20 to 33. The title of my message is, Are We Onlookers or Followers of Jesus? Before I start the message, let me read John chapter 12, verses 20 to 33. Now, among those who went up to worship at the festival were some Greeks. They came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida in Galilee, and said to him, Sir, we wish to see Jesus. Philip went and told Andrew. Then Andrew and Philip went and told Jesus. Jesus answered them, The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified. Very truly I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. Those who love their life lose it. Those who hate their life in the world will keep it for eternal life. Whoever serves me must follow me, and where I am, there will my servant be also. Whoever serves me, the Father will honor. Now my soul is troubled, and what should I say? Father, save me from this hour. No, it is for this reason that I have come to this hour. Father, glorify your name. Then a voice came from heaven. I have glorified it, and I will glorify it again. The crowd standing there heard it and said that it was thunder. Others said, An angel has spoken to him. Jesus said, This voice has come for your sake, not for mine. Now is the judgment of this world. Now the ruler of this world will be driven out. And I, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself. He said this to indicate the kind of death he was to die. The word of the Lord. People were coming to temple to worship. It wasn't just the Jews that came, but others came also. On this occasion, there were some Greeks who were coming, and Greeks often wanted to worship the one God, but didn't like the root of the proselytes. So they came to worship, but stopped short of the ritual of becoming a full worshiping Jew. These Greeks had also heard that Jesus was there, and they wanted to meet him. So they approached the disciple Philip, asking if they can see Jesus. Philip then he said, "Go and see what he can do for them." That's the last we hear of the Greeks, but they set the stage for this story. Many people sought after Jesus. He had gained great acclaim among the people, and many wanted to see this miracle worker, this great preacher, this man who had received so much news, good and bad, near and far. But the story moves from their wish to see Jesus to Jesus turning this into a time to talk about who he is looking for and how that fits with what he is about. He goes about it in two steps. First, he uses the illustration of a seed. And secondly, he talks about the way he came to be in Jerusalem, in the temple at that time. The seed. I don't have to tell you folks, from an agricultural community about seeds and how they bring about their fruit. Jesus uses this illustration to talk about who he is looking for, a particular trait he wishes his followers to have. And what is that trait? It is dedication. He knows that many have come to see him to get a look. They are curious. They want to be able to say, "We saw the great teacher," so they can feel important. Isn't it true that we are all over telling people about the famous people we have met? But we aren't as good at telling people about who we met that made our lives better. Jesus wasn't just looking for onlookers. He was looking for true, tried followers. People who, like the seed, would die if necessary, so the seed he planted inside them would bear fruit. Jesus was looking for people who would be dedicated to his mission. And what was his mission? Jesus' mission was to save the world from judgment. It meant he would die like the seed. He told them how he argued with himself about following this path, how he knew it was not going to be pleasant, but yet he turned away from this path his heavenly Father has chosen for him. for Jesus. This is a time like that last night in the Garden of Gethsemane, where he again set himself to his mission. If it is possible, remove this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. If Jesus was going to accomplish this mission God the Father sent him to fulfill, he would need the fruit of his seed to continue after him. Those dedicated to God's mission to the extent he was, as we celebrate the Lenten season. We ask ourselves once again and every day, am I an onlooker wanting to see Jesus, or am I a follower of Jesus, dedicating myself to him? Brothers and sisters in Christ, let us spread the gospel of the Lord. Amen.